Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies, another headline screen behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls, so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This precious building is starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. DJ Rocky B, welcome in, welcome in. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it. Welcome to hashtag I'm gonna say it. All things said in today's show are alleged and for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you are below the age of 18, we request you leave the live now. Enjoy.
Grand rising to you beautiful people. Jess Ann, good morning. Good morning. Sis, good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? We're gonna kick the week off right. We're gonna kick it off right, I think. Thank you for the heart, me, Jess Ann. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you do. All my moderators, I appreciate everything y'all do. DJ Rocky B, good morning to you. How you doing? Ah, man. Y'all ready to put stuff on the table? Y'all ready to get some stuff out? But you know, before we do that, I want to put out a trigger warning on today's show. Okay, it says 4 people are peeking in. Let them know how to engage with you. Click on the screen and come on in. That's how you engage with me. Come on, don't stand in the hallway. Come on in here. You know, let's get this guest panel up and going. Let me see. Oh no, it's the quick invites. Okay, I don't want. They're doing their own show right now. I can't find y'all. Hey mods, can y'all send a request up? It's not letting me. I can't find y'all on here. I don't know what's going on. Platform been tripping today. I was listening to other people's show while I was out and about this morning, and you know the platform is wilding out. So we can't say the GIFT word on here. So I'm just gonna put it to you like this: we got 4 palm things, right? And that's what we got to get. Okay. Things, right? And that's what we got to get. Okay. Where's it says? Okay, I got you on this, sis. All right. Let me get my other mod. I think. Okay, there she go. And I'm gonna wait for. Not necessarily wait, but when the other ones come in, you know, we'll bring them up too. I need Marie. I got Doc. Make sure Deb get it. Big Mike. We need Big Mel off in here. And it's the I can't remember her name. She's in Big Mike's show with us a lot. Starts with a Ashlyn Ash. I can't remember her name, but if you can have all of them come in. Lori, good morning, gorgeous. How are you? I hope all is well. I want to put a trigger warning. Yeah, Angeline, that's her name. Thank you, sis. Boy, what would I do without? Yeah, make sure we send her an invite as well, please. I want to put a trigger warning on today's show. We're gonna go over some things. We're gonna discuss some things, and it's y'all. I don't know if there's ever a such thing as a bottomless pit of Can it get any worse? We are if we're living it right now. We're in it right now. We are experiencing it right now. Okay, that's all right. Maybe he'll see it and hop in. Thank you though for looking for him. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I think I know when we end the show, what I typically do during the week when we end the show, I take a couple of about an hour and a half, maybe a couple of hours to just decompress everything, right? And try to get that out of my system, away from me, And then I go and I pick up Rudy from school. But while I'm waiting for her, while I'm in the car ride line waiting to pick her up and waiting for her to come out of school, I like to just read my Bible, right? I like to read a couple of chapters, and and then go on. And I think that what we've covered for that day is good enough. Please keep tapping the screen. Yeah, I tap the screen. Share if you care. Like I said, we got these palm. It's a palm thing right here. We just need 4 of them, and then y'all know how we do. I've already explained all that to you. We can't say the GIFT word today. Apparently, the platform is tripping. So those things right there, okay, is what I'll say. Um, but it seems like even after I do that, before I get in bed good enough at night, more stuff is coming out. And I'm gonna be honest. There's times I'm like, you know what? Look, let me get up and let me go ahead and start a broadcast and let's get this out there. But then I'd be like, nah, I don't. I'll just do it tomorrow. Like because one thing, and I don't know how it is with you all, but with me, I'm not. Some a lot of times, Lori, thank you for that heart, me love. A lot of times when I'm listening to something or if I watch something before I go to sleep, it carries over into the the realm that we enter after while we're sleeping, the other dimension. It comes over there, and I don't be wanting to take all of that on me because we already know what that's about. But also to that, I also want to. Yesterday, I sent some people a video, and it had Khadijah Lynn on it talking about the containers and Diddy and stuff like that. I want to make something clear. I want to put it out there. I don't think she actually said that. I could be wrong. I didn't see it on her page. But in any event, the reasoning behind me sending you all that is because we niece is in here. Niece, okay, let me get you up here, niece. No, no, you're gonna have to send it. It's not let me send it to you. uh the reason why I sent it is because we had previously discussed that and talked about that like a year and a half, a year to a year and a half ago when we was covering this. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that, Jezan. And they talked about the proximity. Thank you for the heart, me niece. The proximity of the shipyard from where Diddy and I want to believe I think it was Oprah who stays on Star Island. I know it's other people as well. Who sent that? Nancy, thank you for that heart, me. I appreciate you. Welcome to hashtag I'm gonna say it. And so I was wondering, I was thinking when I saw that, I'm like, okay, so is this coming back up because are the charges? Because we know he's already facing plenty of charges, but are they going to start to lead to him allegedly being with uh, people that wasn't the age of consent? I wonder if that's starting to come out now. If that's and so that's why I shared it with you all. All right. Well, let's get started with today. But before we actually get into the segments, I want to. Where's that right here? I want to bring a couple of things to you that's going on also in the celebrity realm. My sister said that documentary is going to stop his appeals. I believe, and I think it should. Um, I honestly feel like it should. Because there's a lot of things that came out, y'all, and the other things that we're gonna cover today, in addition to what we talked about yesterday. Y'all remember? April Lamprose, what her lawsuit, the 155 things she got on there, and the things that she said in there. But then too, sis, what we're gonna put on this table today, and I know you know, but what we're gonna put on this table today and bring to our extended family members, I, I find it hard to believe that anything is gonna go his way, and this is pertaining to the second documentary that 50 is gonna put out. But before we get to that, I want to tell y'all, Russell Simmons. I'm just gonna read you. I'm gonna read you the headline, the caption. It says, "Alleged serial woman abuser Russell Simmons, a grown man, is crying that his ex-wife Kimora, a grown woman, is keeping him from seeing their children. Two grown ah women. All right, I bring that up because we touched on this before as well. Yeah, the children are grown. You're right, sis. And do you remember, sis, when we talked about this earlier? We was talking about one of the daughters that actually was on her Instagram live, and she was having a breakdown and crying, right? And she was saying she was basically tired of being quiet about what all she and her sister had seen growing up, what their household was like. And she was just tired of holding that in to appease her dad or to make sure her dad's reputation wasn't uh crushed or wasn't tainted, basically. And when the videos that they showed, played and showed, um the way he was speaking to them, it honestly seemed like she was telling the truth, the daughter. It seemed like all the action she was saying that she saw her dad demonstrate when she was growing up, he proved in that video that they showed. Well, Kimora showed it, but this is what her daughter was talking about. Now, when I saw that, and I'm telling you all, this ain't secondhand, third hand, anything. Something I read. I actually joined in on the live and watched, and I'm gonna be serious with you, man. I almost was crying too, but the way the daughter was talking, I really don't think they want to have a relationship with their father. I don't think Kamara Lee has anything to do with it. I could be wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times before, but I'm basing it off of what I saw. And that girl did not, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to call her girl, that young lady did not sound like anybody that cared about seeing their dad, seeing her dad, being around her dad, or anything. Now the other sister, I didn't hear from. She wasn't on there. I didn't hear from her. But I'm just saying, it definitely doesn't seem like Kimura is to blame. So I want to tell you all that, and I'm checking to see if there's anything else out new when it comes to Diddy. But thus far, I haven't seen other than what we're going to talk about. Oh, but let's talk about this too. So Rob Rayner and his wife, or Rainier, how you say it, Rainier, and his wife Michelle were unalived. Right, they were found unalived or deceased in their home, and it's being alleged that the son is the one who unalived them, and by poking. There's Rob and his wife Michelle found unalived in their LA home with uh y'all know poking wounds. You know, I got to be careful what we say on here. I don't know. It's so different. She said the son has been in over 9 rehabs. Okay, so I once again that shows that we need to take uh, mental illness serious instead of making lies about being under attack by other countries when other countries are not necessarily trying to attack us at all. It's just a narrative that's trying to be painted and so we go over and nuking boats and stuff, saying that they got D-rugs on them and things of that nature when we really don't know. Um, Something that was disturbing to me as well. Hold on, before we talk about that disturbing thing, let's hold a moment of silence for the victims at Brown University. Okay, thank y'all. Now, to that Brown University situation, I saw where the cheddar color coat leader who struggles to do presidential things, and that's probably because he's not fit to be a president. It's hard to wing your position when you don't have any kind of qualifications to hold said job. But he gets on there and he says things happen. Oh yeah, yes. I'm sorry, and my sister just brought up the incident, the pew pew in Australia. Let's hold a moment of silence for them. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Tiffany, how you doing, babe? Pregnancy going good? Everything is everything? Good to see you in here. Um, but he said things happen. I'm gonna let you all know something. That makes me upset. Things happen. Hey, Dr. Richard Feinstein, thank you for coming in, brother. I appreciate it. But you got 112 followers. You're only following 68 people, and I we don't do uh we don't bring people up. You just doesn't meet. You don't meet the qualification. How about that? But you're more than welcome to rock with us and hang out. Um, it made me upset because that's the problem we're having right now. Um, I don't. What do you mean? How dare? How dare? Okay, so hey, we've got a first pause. We're gonna pause on that for a minute. Let's get set up because it seems like we already have our first invitee to the block party. So y'all know how we do when we get those people in here. We ain't gonna play with them today. I gotta get me a party hat. But there you go, Doc. It's a it's a all right. Insert your complimentary beverage. Enjoy your seat, Doc. Uh and enjoy time out. So, as I was saying, I dislike the fact that it's so like he has zero compassion. And I often go back to Daybreak 76, welcome in. Oh, Tiffany, thank you for your awesomes. Thank you for the tiny Christmas, all of the stuff. I'm sorry, I missed that. Thank you so much. Get back to where I was. Sorry, we had him come in here. But there's no dimple cheeks. How you doing, Bessie? There's no compassion shown. He says, hey, things happen. And then I immediately went back to, and I can't pronounce, I think it's Uvalde in Texas. And what did he tell those parents that lost their little kids? Get over it, people. Any petition that you come across that is about having him removed from the president's house, send it to me. I'll gladly sign it. Dimple Cheek says I'm frozen. Yeah, I know y'all freezing up there for real. It's 22 down here, so I know y'all going through it up there. I know y'all going through it. Which one do I want to start with? You know what? You know what? We're gonna start here. We're gonna start with this. All right. Let's get our no. Tiffany, thank you for the palm breeze. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Bestie. We got one. We need three more palm breeze. Three more palm breeze, please. All right, let's see. She said it's 14 here in the Midwest. Ooh, woo. I don't miss the Midwest. I don't mind coming to visit, but I don't miss I don't know. I don't miss that part of living in Midwest. How about that? I do miss some. I ain't gonna lie, I do miss some of it. People be like, you lived in Nebraska? Yeah. How is it up there? Hey, it's really not what a lot of people think it's just cornfield and tractors and stuff. I mean, it's life out there a little bit. That's what it is here too, sis. But it's different up there. Y'all in the plains. At least we got we down here in a different region and stuff like that. Just saying it said it's supposed to be 40 to 50 all week. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You right. You was right across the bridge from me. I keep forgetting that, just saying. You was right across the bridge. Um, Here's what we have right here. This is brother Bilal. And he brought us okay, let me tell you what he was what an assistant or um agent or something to Will Smith. But in any event, he is the one that told us that at an event he was looking for okay, there, let me invite. Okay, I sent it to Big Mail. Yeah, and best friends. Yes, right. Thank you, sis. Been friends with Will Smith since the early 90s. He was like his assistant or something like that. But he was at an event, and this is his words. He was at an event. He was trying to find Will because it was time for Will to do whatever they was there for. Okay, okay, Big Mel. Okay, brother. Whatever he was there for. But he said when he went into a certain room or opened a certain door to the room, um, what he saw was Dwayne Martin had the Fresh Prince of Bel Air bent over the couch. We don't need to get no more graphical than that. I already put a disclaimer on the show. I already said it's the warning, trigger warning, and all of that, right? But so that's what he says he walked into. That's what he saw. You know. Hey, Daybreak 76. Thank you. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it in. Hope you're having a good morning. Now, I can't find. I seen the video before, but now I can't find it. But the most recent thing is in this video. He was saying that Will came over to said that he needed to see him and have a meeting with him and stuff like that. And he said ordinarily they would meet at Will's house, but Will and this other person, and I can't remember who it was, but Will and the other person came to his apartment for the meeting. And Will Smith told him that he needed him to go to Chicago and basically not necessarily keep an eye, but just make sure that this young man is taken care of. And this young man is Bashir Gray. And we're going to put him up there to him. Will wanted him, and so let me give this link to you all. This guy right here it's a new like Bel Air show. It's supposed to be like Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and he's supposed to be Will in that. He plays Will in that. So in any way, moving forward, so Will Smith told uh, Bilal he wanted him to go to Chicago, make sure he's taken care of, keep an eye on him, while he's filming and stuff like that. He also does other shows. Power, I think is it Power or is it Empire? Might be Empire, whichever one that Terrence Howard is on. Which Terrence? So yeah, Empire. Okay, thank you, Terrence. Now you was on that podcast and you told us what Diddy allegedly was doing to you, and now some things that came out about you helping at them FOs. We got to keep an eye on you, Terrence. But this guy right here, he's supposed to keep Bilal's supposed to keep an eye on him. And he's like, Will, I don't have the money to go to Chicago and do this. Will gave him the money. He goes out there and he does that, right? So, right, since said Terrence gave up his man card. Mm-hmm. All that line you was doing on the pocket. But, but, and so Bilal says while he was out there, this man kept crashing out. Mr. Cray just kept crashing out. And you know what? Okay, we're about to play the audio. How about that? We're about to play the audio. And again, if you are below the age of 18, I'm going to give you a few minutes to leave. Right? If you've been SA before, I'm going to give you a chance to leave. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you something to drink. I'm going to give you time to leave. I don't want to trigger nobody. And this could be very triggering. But y'all know how we do. We bring you the word on the curb. Lori said, I'm 60, so I get the stage. She said, I'm up in here. Deosha, welcome in. Tiffany said, I wish it would snow here. Randall. Look, we do here. They like snow here. But here's the thing. I've lived in Nebraska. My wife is from Ohio, so we kind of know what snow do. So we cool on that. But people from here, they rarely see snow, so they be wanting it to happen, and we be like, no, y'all, you know. But for Christmas, of course, everybody white Christmas is awesome. So yeah, for that I would want it. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to listen to Bilal tell us what happened. Okay, Princess K, how you been doing? She said snow is a dirty word in New York, Pennsylvania, and Jersey. I know that's right. She said keep that out the tri-state. I can't wait to come back up. Listen, anybody that's up top, anybody that's in New York, anybody that's in New Jersey, listen, the next time, if we blessed to come back up there to visit again, my family and I want to meet you all. Please, please. So we're going to listen to it. Let me unmute that. Let's go.
But he kept acting up. And then one
He's
day,
talking about him.
I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, Will, Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo, listen. So I grabbed my husband. I said, listen, I don't know. I didn't know what happened. Nothing. I was just asking. Yeah, no, I'm gonna let you. You about to see if it's true from the paperwork. Oh, we telling something that got paperwork involved. But
okay. Now, that was who the other person was that went to Bilal's house apartment to ask him to go to Chicago and keep an eye on this guy. Oh, I keep saying this guy. I'm sorry, Mr. Gray here. Now, it was Charlie Mack. Let's walk this down the line for him, Mods. Let's walk this down the line for him. Charlie Mack is allegedly in a relationship with C.J. Wallace, the Notorious B.I.G. son. And Jonathan Hay was trying to do business with them when it came to some music things that was going on. And he was saying Charlie Mack, CJ, and Diddy was all together, basically. Like, a part of this thing, and you already know what Jonathan Haidt says Diddy done in his lawsuit to him in the lawsuit, so we don't have to go on that. Now, my sister said Jonathan Haidt was taken advantage of during that time. Absolutely, absolutely. Now, here's the thing to that. You know what? Nope, nope, nope. Before we go, before I even say that, let me find it. Where is it? Hold on. No, no, that's for the next segment. Okay. So before we even go there, check this out. Let's listen to some more audio real quick pertaining to this. Shout out to Coach One Stack. And again, the reason why I like Coach One Stack is because he's a former police officer. He's a former street dude. Uh, he's done his time in the belly of the beast. And so when he gives it to us, he gives it to us from the legal aspect. What if it looked good, or if it's somebody got a case, or as far as what they're saying, is it going to hold up or stuff like that. So that's why I like um, listening to his content. But let's go. He's going to put some more meat on it. We good on audio? Can't hear. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Hold on 1 second. Get some V on that, and then we're gonna start over. Can you hear? Barely. Okay. It's all the way up.
I don't like editing videos. I don't want to edit videos. I just like to give y'all some raw content. You dig what I'm saying? But hey, man, we didn't reach 50K, and now we got to leave this video about Bashir.
It's not working. Okay.
Yay, hard.
Okay. Daybreak says she could hear it. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Okay. It's getting better. Okay, so it must be on his end, right? Can y'all hear me? Okay, Laura said she could hear it. Okay. Okay, so it must be him.
Top of it, top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack, man. Tapping in, y'all. Hey, we made it to 50K. Number one, I appreciate you guys liking my
You still
content.
can't hear it?
Guys, I appreciate you.
Okay, I might not be able to play it then. All right, I hate that I can't play it then because I don't know. Okay, did y'all hear him? Oh, you did hear him this time? Okay, all right, then we'll keep it rolling. I'm sorry. All right.
Top of it, top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack, man. Tapping in, y'all. Hey, we made it to 50K. Number one, I appreciate you guys liking my content. Guys,
Turn them up.
I
Okay.
appreciate you liking my style of content. I don't like editing videos. I don't want to edit videos. I just like to give y'all some raw content. Can you dig what I'm saying? But hey, man, we didn't reach 50K.
Okay, I got them all the way up.
This video
Okay.
about Bashir Gray because he's saying he ain't gay. Hard. But guess what? Bashir Gray will be helping 50 Cent with the second part of the Netflix documentary because this apparently over.
That's what I wanted y'all to hear. We're going to listen to it all. But this is what I mean by that second documentary that 50 going to put together, or this 50 going to come out with, is not good for Diddy at all. Period. You got this man that's gonna help. And look, I ain't we still ain't even got the segment 2. We hadn't even got the segment 2 yet. There's more.
140,000 hours of film. And Bashir Gray will be one of the male guests because apparently in this new documentary,
Can you hear now, Lori?
what he's going to do, he's going to feature all the men that Diddy had assaulted. And if you're not familiar with who Bashir Gray is, people, Bashir Gray, he was that dude on Empire, Hakeem. Man, he was rapping his ass off. But hey, he claims, he started off with his manager, Mark Anthony. And then Mark Anthony did what? Pass him along to who? Will Smith. And so now under Will Smith mentorship, and Will Smith sure does like to mentor people like August Alsina,
Okay.
Freak Mill, and Bashir Gray. Guess what else? He was passed to Diddy. But see, at one time, man, Bashir Gray was real mad at Brother Bilal and just went out crying. He was like, you know what? You know what they make. You know what they made me do. He said, I don't know.
We need 3 more palm breeze. We need 3 more palm breeze.
Will and Diddy made me put whatever in my mouth. You know what they did to me. And God, man, it ain't been pretty for Bashir Gray since then, man. Since then, he's been doing OnlyFans, rainbow-colored movies on OnlyFans. He's been going to jail. He's been getting on drugs, y'all. But guys, Bashir Gray, hell of an actor. But this is going to be his time to really get some get back in part 2. Man, hey, man, 50 Cent, cold. That's a cold boy down. Now, you should have known that 50 Cent wasn't going to put all his
for
in
sure.
part 1. When you see him stretch out all his little
Shorty QD, welcome in.
And all that ghosted and raising Canaan, you should have known that 50 Cent probably got enough footage to make 10 documentaries about Diddy. But let's see what Bashir Gray had to say. Because remember, he's saying that he ain't gay.
They said I died. They said I was gay. They said Jay-Z was my dad. Celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, bullshit sometimes. And okay, so we're African American. Let's not forget that. So once we go to stores and we go to Walmart and we go to Target, we don't know who's going to attack us.
And then one day, I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, Will, me, Diddy made me suck his feet. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea.
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things. Like,
if there's one thing 50 Cent has taught all of us.
Yeah, guys, like I said, I don't want to keep y'all too long in this video, man. But see, Bashir Gray, he comes out, he says he's not gay, but he will be assisting 50 Cent in this next documentary.
No, it's over.
So, man, if y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the note.
Hit that like button. Give it up to Coach One Stack. Listen. We got again. I feel like a broken record. I feel like I have to say this every single day. Again, idiots. You cannot keep aiding and abetting and assisting and covering up for this dude, man. It's a lot of stuff. We are at a time where everything is dropping. Everything is coming out, man. And now, I get it. People are mad at 50. I don't know why. I'm lying. I don't get it. People are mad at 50 for how he's doing things and what he's done. But now, you have Bashir Gray saying, I'm going to help. I'm going to give my story. I'm not going to be quiet no more. My sister said, I advise folks to watch an open secret documentary to understand the industry. Man, look, that boy, whew, that was rough last night. You told me, sis. You warned me. I give you that. I just don't think that even a warning can even, that was wild. That was wild. Listen, we about to do the second segment. This is the final one for the day. It's final one. Listen, guys, we got 3 more palm breezes we need. 3 more. That's all we need. We got 41 people in here. We got 4.3 likes. That's 4,300. Keep double tapping the screen. All right, share out the live. If you can, bless that right there up here. All right. Now, we're going to go to the second segment. And as I said, it gets worse because now there's somebody else who's saying, "Hey, I'm gonna work with 50. It's my turn to take my life back." And I give this brother credit, man. I give both of them credit because it's hard to talk about these kind of things that happen to you. I'm sure it's got to be hard for them, especially in the line of work that they do and the people that they're around. But this brother right here, not only is he finally saying, "Hey, I'm gonna take my life back. I'm gonna say what Diddy did to me," but he also has dropped the video of what Diddy did to him. You see, when a person can provide video evidence, we've ascended past words. We've ascended past words. There is no this guy's lying or this didn't happen. That's Diddy in that video, in that bed with him. Okay, Dawn, what's her name? Dawn Richard, Dawn Richards, John, whatever she want to be, however she want to pronounce her last name. Um, yo, you talking about how did this guy get the video? Honestly, I'm not sure. I can't tell you how he got it. I don't know if somebody showed it to him. I don't know. Katrina, welcome in. Thank you for the heart, me love. I appreciate it. I'm not sure, but y'all know how we do here. We don't gatekeep information. If you need to see it yourself, hit that inbox on here. Let me know you want the link. The link will be sent. I am also putting out the warning. Could be triggering. Okay.
Q from Day 26 just posted the video of his allegations that happened to him at the Hamptons when he was with Diddy and Don.
Thank you for the
Richard.
finger heart,
The video
sis.
he released, it seems like they were playing a prank on him by waking him up, but there was a couple things that kind of caught my eye. Q's whole body in this video that he released is soaking wet, and he claims that this was all
Yes,
sweat.
sis. He looks
But then
very
another part
terrified
of
when he
the
woke up.
video, you can see Diddy, and he's laying down in the bed, and he looks like he is placing his hands around Q's private areas, and people were in his comment section saying this. It was
And I
making a
think
lot
she
of
should
people
go down
very
too, sis.
uncomfortable to even watch this happening.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit on the volume so it don't hurt y'all ears, all right? Because that scared me, and I'm looking at it.
This happening.
Now, the thing about it, he looks scared, and we'll play the rest. But the thing about it, when Q when he woke up, Coach Xtavia, thank you for the roses. How you been doing, beautiful? I ain't seen you in a while. Everything good? When he woke up, he was scared. He was really, really scared. Shout out to Coach Xtavia for unlocking the rose gift in the gift gallery. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. He woke up frantic. He was scared. Like he didn't know what was going on. One thing that he stated, you know what? She may say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. You said good, a little sick, but good. Okay, we're gonna pray for healing for you. I pray that you start feeling better soon. You got your stuff you need to take care of it, to curb it. Tony, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. You do? Okay. Good.
You alleged during this Hamptons trip that he released the video footage of that John Richard allegedly gave him a pill that was supposed to be
Thank you
a
for that
pain
heart
pill,
me.
but
I
he
appreciate that,
found
Coach
out it
Xavier.
ended up being horse tranquilizer. With these allegations, Hughes said that he felt very manipulated and exploited because Dawn Richard also had a pill during this time, and he alleged that she never took hers. He has said that this is the part that really haunted him because he feels like they were using him as some type of experiment. He then went on to talk about how him being given this horse tranquilizer literally messed him up psychologically for quite a while, which could very well explain Q's behavior on making the band that we all saw when he would flip out. Nobody really understood why or what was happening. His bandmates kept asking him what was wrong. They kept wanting to know what was going on with him. And the one particular scene where his mom is even there and said something very deep is going on with Q. And this is Q's prior post about the situation in the Hamptons. Said, I take full accountability for what I allowed into my life because in the end I had a choice. But let me be candid. I genuinely believe that I was taking something that I've tried before, but it wasn't E. It turned out to be horse tranquilizer, given to me by my ex-girlfriend, who claimed it was from her boss to give to me. Roughly 20 minutes after swallowing that red pill, my body heated up and I collapsed into unconsciousness. I remember being on the upper level of the mansion near the pool and then nothing. I later woke up in a room downstairs, lying in a bed with no memory of how I got there. I emerged from a deep and paralyzing sleep, screaming and sobbing. My body was in shock, my mind spinning in confusion, horror of realizing that I had been given something far more potent than what I was led to believe shattered me. There were 2 red pills. She never took hers. That part always haunted me. It felt less like a shared experience and more like an experiment, like I was a lab mouse in some twisted trial to see how fast I'd collapse. And none of it was funny. It was terrifying. My trust had been manipulated and my vulnerability exploited. After I came to, I began experiencing disturbing psychological symptoms, auditory hallucinations, racing thoughts, intense paranoia, and crushing anxiety. Thoughts weren't clear. My memory started slipping. It felt like my mind had regressed. I was forced to relearn basic things with the support of doctors and loved ones. Whatever ritual, spell, or manipulation that pill carried, it hijacked me. I began isolating myself. Sleep became my only escape from the pressure in my skull. I truly believe that it was orchestrated by her boss, a display of power meant to destabilize a weak mind and instill fear. If anyone is quick to judge or dismiss my trauma, please remember you weren't there. Mental health is a silent war, one that I have fought in the shadows for too long. When you love someone, you're willing to go to unimaginable lengths for them. Truth becomes your compass. This journey is about reclaiming my power, choosing truth, and healing out loud. To see all this and see how Q is hurting is absolutely heartbreaking. And I just remember when he first came out with some of the allegations of things that he dealt with being in day 26, and literally all of these grown men were crying. It's literally something that is ingrained into my memory. This is the video that he did release today of his allegations with the situation in the Hamptons. Y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Once again, shout out to Khadijah Lynn for being on point. Y'all. Yeah, sis. It is sad. And you're right. All he wanted to do was make music. That's it. That's it. So, before we close the show for the day, there's one more thing. Some more audio I want to play. Let me pull it up on my phone. Shout out to Niece sending me this. Here it is. Make sure the volume turned up so y'all can hear.
This coming from him. Ray J said it himself.
So Diddy clocked Ray J cheeks. It's not coming from me. It's coming from him. Ray J said it himself. And he didn't even know he was getting recorded from his girl. And the fact that he said it in front of his girl is wild. Y'all, listen to this shit. Ass I've been open more than this man ever in my life. What should I say? I have to take everybody if I want. But girls don't do that. My shit running. Titty took my ass.
Lord, you crazy.
My shit been running ever since. My ass I've been open more than this man ever in my life. Well, hold up, y'all. It get worse. Out of fart, my shit come out. It's crazy.
What you gotta say? Next time you stuck behind a gate, just say, Diddy made you, what did you say, Diddy?
What you recording me? His girl tried to make it into a joke. That man was dead ass serious. And the fact that he said, Diddy
Thank you
took
for the
it,
ice cream.
I think Ray J just gave that shit up. He been trying to tell us for the last couple of months. Y'all remember, he was on the Mafia-thon 3. He was doing the wildest shit. That shit wild, fool. You cannot go back and be like, oh, I was joking. Nah, nigga, you don't say no shit like that, fool. You don't even play like that. It's gonna get crazy because now you want.
All right. Now, did y'all hear it? Y'all heard him say it, right? They break 76. Thank you for the I'm ready. Thank you for the fast pops. You're so sweet. Thank you. Chocolate, good morning. Sis said Kia friend said the next day his was hurting too. See? Lori, thank you for the gold boxing gloves. I appreciate that. Look, I'm only gonna play it one more time, just to make sure you heard what you heard. Make sure y'all know this is Ray. Look, this is him talking, okay? And so I want y'all to hear. Let me see.
So Diddy clocked Ray J cheeks. It's not coming from me. It's coming from him. Ray J said it himself. And he didn't even know he was getting recorded from his girl. And the fact that he said it in front of his girl is wild. Y'all, listen to this shit. Ass I've been open more than this man ever in my life.
What should I say? I have to take
everybody if I want.
But girls don't do that.
My shit running. Titty took my ass. My shit been running ever since. My ass I've been open more than this man ever in my life. Well, hold up, y'all. It get worse.
All right, hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. So they tried to violate us. Okay, so listen, we're gonna go ahead and end the show here. I'm not gonna even play our theme music. We're just gonna sign off. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Y'all know we always gonna bring you the word on the curb. Y'all take care.